హాయ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్, ఇప్పుడు మనము నైట్ సఫారీ చూడడానికి వెళ్ళబోతున్నాము. మీరందరూ కూడా ఈ వీడియోని కంప్లీట్గా చూడండి. నేను ఈ నైట్ సఫారీ సింగపూర్లో చూసిన డిఫరెంట్ వైల్డ్ లైఫ్ యానిమల్స్ని ఇప్పుడు నేను మీ అందరితో కూడా చూపించబోతున్నాను మీ అందరికీ. సో చూడండి ఒకసారి, ఇలా మనకి ట్రామ్స్ ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట. సో ట్రామ్ ఎక్కేసి మొత్తం రాత్రి ఇది అరౌండ్ లైక్ 11 o'clock తీస్తున్న వీడియో ఒకసారి చెక్ చేయండి ఎలా ఉంటుందని. మొత్తం చీకట్లో ఇప్పుడు మనకి ట్రామ్ వెళ్తున్నది. చాలా భయంగా ఉంటుంది.
Take a look to your right. This is the Barao, also known as the Himalayan blue sheep, a favorite prey of the snow leopard. The blue tint on the Barao's coat makes it almost invisible against the background of blue-grey rock typically found in its habitat. Moving on to the rocky outcrop to the right, we have the Mako, king of all mountain goats. Adult male Makos have impressive spiral-shaped horns. Makos are endangered due to relentless poaching for the ornamental value of their horns. It is the demand for animal parts like these that pushes many species toward extinction. Remember, you buy, they die.
You buy, they die. Life at night.
We leave the foothills behind and wade through the marsh. You can't miss our striking great flamingos. Flamingos feed without ever looking at food. With their head upside down, they take in mouthfuls of water and strain tiny organisms from the water using their specialized beaks.
Yeah. You pull it, do something because they are starting to go.
As we move into the clearing, look around. These are the Bara Singha, also known as swamp deer. In Hindi, Bara means 12 and Singha means horn. Bara Singha refers to the multiple points on the male's antlers. The antlers are formidable weapons used to fend off rival stags during the mating season. After each mating season, the antlers are shed. You might also notice some spotted deer. These are the axis deer or cheetah. When alarmed, they produce a loud barking call.
But we stay around here, there is no place. So get it. It doesn't go anywhere.
Predators and their prey interact in unique ways within an ecosystem. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears wide open. For many animals living in the dark do make sounds to communicate with one another. True enough. Can you hear that? That is the sound of the striped hyena, the only hyena species found in Asia. These highly elusive animals have very powerful jaws that can crack open bones. Their big ears and extremely keen sense of hearing allow them to zero in on an ongoing kill happening kilometers away. Their hind legs are shorter than their front legs, giving them a strange gait, but this helps them run long distances. After large predators such as lions are finished with their meals, hyenas come in opportunistically to feed on the scraps. Scavengers like hyenas play a vital role in the ecosystem by keeping the environment clean. Now, when you have hyenas, it's very likely that you'll see lions close by. To the right, these are Asiatic lions. Unlike their African cousins, Asiatic lions do not form very large prides. A pride of Asiatic lions typically comprises 1 or 2 males, 2 to 3 females, and several young. Lions rely heavily on tactical hunting approaches, for they lack the speed of cheetahs and the stealth of leopards. Lions have to work as a team to bring down larger prey such as buffaloes. Asiatic lions used to be found across India and the Middle East, but the natural habitat is disappearing. Now they are restricted to a very tiny area of India, in the northwestern part of the country, in Gujarat. The few that remain in the wild today are found in a wildlife preserve in the Gir Forest Sanctuary. They currently exist in the wild only as a small single population. A single event like a large forest fire could cause them to be extinct. Here at Night Safari, we are proud to have successfully bred our lions as part of a global effort to sustain the population of these species under human care. Found in the hot, dry grasslands and forests of South Asia and the Indian subcontinent, the sloth bear is not related to the sloth. Europeans call it a sloth bear because it has long, curved claws and sometimes hangs upside down on a tree branch, very much like a tree sloth. Up next, the second largest land animal in Asia, the greater one-horned rhinoceros. Also known as the Indian rhino, it can weigh over 3 tons. Observe the bumpy texture of the animal's skin and its distinct folds, giving it a segmented, armor-plated look. While it may look tough, rhino skin is, in fact, very sensitive. Rhinos do not sweat, like you and I, which is why they are often found near water bodies. Wallowing in the mud helps them keep cool. With only 200 individuals left in the wild at the start of the 20th century, Indian rhinos were close to extinction. With concerted conservation efforts, the population now stands at 3,500. Rhinos have poor eyesight. They rely mostly on their sense of smell, navigate, and communicate. Feces and urine are used to mark their territory. Sniff the air. You might catch a whiff of this, or the scent of other creatures of the night. Get your eyes peeled. Denizens of the nocturnal world magically melt away into the background as if under a cloak of invisibility. Over to your right, everyone. Try spotting the spotted hyenas. Predators like these will always remain concealed until the right moment. Spotted hyenas are not just scavengers, but formidable hunters too. They produce a variety of calls that communicate hierarchy, advertise territory, or together the family. These social animals form groups called clans. Can you spot our deer species grazing in the shadows? These are thumb and yellow. Males spot antlers, which are used to spar with other males for mates. After the mating season, the antlers fall off. If you peer down the left, you'll be able to catch sight of the Cape buffaloes, grazing or taking a cool dip. These massive animals can usually be found near water. Both males and females have heavy, ridged horns that are used for defense against predators. Males also use their horns to establish dominance in the herd. Here on our left, we have our massive Nile hippopotamuses. They spend most of the day submerged in cool water, emerging at dusk to eat their fill of grass. Despite their bulk, hippopotamuses have a surprisingly small appetite. They consume just 1.5% of their body mass daily. Their nighttime supper and daytime rest routine must be especially energy efficient. Night safari tour is complete without a walk through the forest on the well-marked, easy-to-follow trails. Other elusive nocturnal animals, such as the Tasmanian devil and the Sunda penguin, can only be seen on foot. You might want to explore the trail, Eastwatch Trail, the Tasmanian Devil Trail, and the Penguin Trail. In a few moments, everyone, we will pass a clearing on the right where you might meet a cool pair of white African rabbits. They are leucistic animals. While they lack pigmentation in their skin and fur, they retain the pigments in their eyes. African lions are much larger when compared to the Asian lions. The role of the male is to protect the territory so the females can hunt in peace. After the hunt, the males will have his fill first, followed by the females, and lastly, the cubs. The lion is the national animal of Singapore. Legend tells of Prince Samila Utama, who named this city Singapura, or Lion City, because he saw a lion when he first landed on the island. There's just one problem with that story. Lions aren't native to Singapore. Maybe the prince saw a strange, unknown animal and assumed it was a lion. What he really saw remains a tantalizing mystery. Here at Mandai Wildlife Group, our mission is to protect wildlife. As a world-class zoological institution, we work closely with other zoos and partners in the concerted bid to preserve populations of threatened species under human care. This includes participating in breeding programs to diversify the global gene pool and stepping up to house severely threatened species for eventual release to the wild. We also care for species outside of our parks. We are a designated center for rescued local wildlife here in Singapore. Every year, we receive hundreds of rescued local wildlife seeking urgent medical attention and rehabilitation. The rehabilitation of rescued animals is one of the ways we contribute to the protection of native biodiversity. Besides supporting local projects, we also go beyond our shores to support regional conservation projects that aim to protect species and their wild habitats. I have a quick question for all of you. What is black and white and not a giant panda? That's right, these are our Malayan tapirs. Tapirs are elusive creatures which rely on their keen sense of smell to sniff out food source in the dark. Their flexible nose comes in useful for gathering leaves and fruits. Tapirs love water. They spend plenty of time submerged, using their long nose as a snorkel. Malayan tapirs are endangered. We are proud to have successfully bred this charismatic species to help preserve its global population under a human care.
Why do we want to see a white paper?
The heavy-bodied herbivore on your right is the saladam, also known as the Indian bison. With males weighing up to a ton, the saladam is the largest wild cattle in the world. It inhabits various habitats such as wetland areas, forests, and grasslands of South and Southeast Asia. Saladams have few predators owing to their impressive size. Living in herds of up to 30 males, they are formidable. Only tigers are known to kill healthy adult saladams. Now, I'm quite certain the next animal is very familiar to all of you. On our left is our herd of Asian elephants. Elephant herds comprise mainly females and their young. These herds are usually led by the oldest female known as the matriarch. The elephant matriarch of Night Safari is Jamila, and she leads the herd and acts as a mediator of conflicts amongst the herd members. When bull elephants are of age, they leave the herd to live independently. The bull elephant on our right is Sangwira. His name means warrior in the Malay language. He was born in 2001 and raised here at Night Safari. Only male Asian elephants or bulls have longer tusks. The female elephants have shorter ones known as tushes. The majestic tusks of wild elephants make them targets for the illegal ivory trade. Besides poaching and habitat loss, Asian elephants in the wild also face the ever-present threat of conflict with humans.